얼마입니까? 2,000원. 2,000원. tiga bertiga.
Wow. It's so quiet. Where's the JBL speakers blasting music?
Kalau bunga dulu sana. Bunga. Saya taruh bunganya.
Do they do this every day? Do they put flowers up there? Or is this like a special holiday or something?
Taruh sini bunganya.
I'm guessing, I mean, those are statues, I'm guessing, of not Xi Jinping, Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-il, maybe? I'm assuming. Look at that, wow, that's so spooky. It's so spooky, man. Look at the fog is just crazy. Look at this fog, whoa. We got another clip here. Russian tourist films inside North Korea. Are we sure this isn't US? No. South Korea? This looks just like any basic metropolitan area in the world, like, or Asia, I guess, because there's Asian language, but. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, dude, holy shit. Looks awesome. I'm moving to North Korea. This looks awesome. It's the same clip. That's interesting. You know, this area looks sick. This looks sweet. Look at that. What is that? I guess this looks like North Korean flags. I don't really know. This shit's creepy. Kinda. It's really quiet. And I kind of like that. Nobody blasting Fetty Wap on their speakers. That was such a dated reference. Fetty Wap has not been relevant for years. The first Western tourists have entered North Korea for the first time in 5 years since the country shut its borders.
Happened. What you are seeing are the first Western tourists to step foot inside North Korea since they shut down their borders half a decade ago.
Yeah.
And even though I couldn't personally go yet, we still found a way to get boots on the ground.
This is the German travel guy, the new foreign correspondent of the News Daddy Empire. And guys, we have made it to North Korea.
No borders are too secure for the News Daddy Empire. So here's what they saw. And spoiler, they accidentally showed North Koreans brain rot content. First of all, even 5 years later, North Koreans are still
That's the first thing you
tough
bring them?
on COVID. Luca said that
First thing you show these people is brain rot? Come on, man. You can't show them anything like valuable. Give them a Bible. Something. Well, I don't know if you should do that actually. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe the brain rot content is safe. If you give them a Bible, they might just kill you right on the spot. So actually, I take that back.
disinfected and sanitized all of his belongings at customs, and that roughly 80% of them still wear masks till this day, even outside, which really makes you wonder, since no one actually knows.
They do that a lot in Asian countries,
COVID
though.
hit them. Oh, and also another huge surprise is all of the apps they now have for phones. They have things like delivery apps and even their own versions of popular Western games. Bro, there is now a North Korean version of Clash of Clans. What is even going
Whoa.
on?
They have GTA 6 yet.
And apparently they've even found ways to send messages through in-game chat systems. Because remember, there's no such thing as social media in the country. One of the guys on the tour even downloaded a bunch of TikToks and started showing it to North Koreans. And this was like Subway Surfer level brain rot. And what's crazy they actually loved it. Luca has been to 193 countries, and North Korea
Wow,
was the
almost all
only
of them,
one that
huh?
didn't have a single Wi-Fi network appear the entire
How many countries
time.
are there? Like
Another
200
thing
or
you don't
something?
think about was the complete absence of advertising. So instead of seeing McDonald's or Coca-Cola, it's either a leader's face or a political slogan. They were taken to a mall and a pharmacy, but they were not allowed to see a supermarket. And interestingly, at the mall, they sold fake Western brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, which raises the
And
question,
Polo, wow.
how aware are North Koreans of the outside world? This is what their hotel room looked like, and when they looked out of their window at night, it was almost completely black, despite the
Whoa.
hotel being in Rason's city center. He said that poverty was visible, but it wasn't allowed to be photographed, but that despite this, the streets had no trash and were almost spotless. Alcohol is super popular, and even when you're at a restaurant, they serve you beer instead of table water. And at one point, they even went to a school,
Yo.
and Luca managed to zoom in on what they were
Poggers,
learning.
dude.
There are many great men recorded in history. Kim Il-sung was the greatest man ever and made brilliant
Yes, he
achievements
was.
of
Kim
everlasting
Il-sung.
value for humanity.
pledge my
Now, there is
allegiance
so
to you.
much I'm still leaving out due to time, so check out my YouTube. But
That was a
overall,
joke.
Luca said that North Korea was a place that left him with more questions than he arrived with. That despite everything, the isolation, the propaganda, the restrictions, there's this mind-breaking contrast where you're still sat next to someone that enjoys playing Clash of Clans and finds brain rot TikTok funny. It's the realization that no matter how different our worlds may be, human life somehow always finds a way to be kind of the same.
I think about that too. How much of the negativity that we place on North Korea is Western propaganda? I'm not saying, look, I don't really know. This is just a little clip we've seen here. We don't really know. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is just all set up to be the case. When you go into the city center, you know, it's all nice and beautiful and clean for potential tourists like this. But when you go outside the city, maybe there's like, oh, there's concentration camps or something, right? Like, we don't really know. I don't really know what's going on, but I just think about how much of it is not accurately reported, because we don't really have much accurate, you know, reporting on it, really. And this is kind of new. I haven't seen much of this at all. Okay, this lady. Hopefully they live to tell the tale. Ah ha ha. Let me just post a freaking photo with my boobas hanging out.
On the 20th of February 2025, I became the first British tourist to gain access to North Korea in over 5 years. I am not a journalist, I have no political agenda, and I do not support the regime of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Welcome to the very, very cold
Whoa.
Yanji, northeast China. 20 kilometers in that direction lies a country so secretive that when I was flying in, we had to close the blinds on the windows of the plane because we weren't allowed to look outside. Tomorrow morning, I'll be among the first group of non-Russian tourists in over 5 years to step foot inside North Korea. Without any further ado, roll the
They allow
cliche
Russian
intro
tourists?
featuring a compilation of news reporters saying the words North Korea over and over and over and over again.
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea. North Korea.
British travel influencer Mike O'Kennedy, one of the first Western tourists to visit North Korea since before the pandemic.
Low-key badass. The optics are kind of badass.
Looks like North Korea's back on the menu, boys. It's the most isolated country on Earth, and since January 2020, it's been completely closed to the outside world. Until now. While 13 of North Korea's administrative divisions remain closed, one has opened up. Rason. Not only is it the one place in the world where Russia, China, and North Korea, the three bad boys of Eastern politics, stand side by side, it also happens to be North Korea's controlled experiment with foreign trade. Come with me on this two-part series as we step into the most secretive and isolated country on Earth, North Korea. Hello, I'd like to speak to literally anyone outside of North Korea. No, didn't think so.
Now, before we head into North Korea, let's clear up a few things.
Is he really
This is going
sneaking
to
in
be
here?
unlike anything I've ever filmed, and that's because North Korea is unlike anywhere I've ever been. I like to do things solo, unaccompanied, whereas I'm going to be very accompanied. I'll be with a tour group and a tour guide. It's the
Okay.
only way that you can see
You're not
North
sneaking
Korea
in.
is with a tour. I like to do things unplanned. This is going to be very planned. The next 5 days have been meticulously planned months in advance. by the tour company. I also like to do things as uncensored as possible. Now, this is North Korea, the rules are different. I'd imagine there's going to be things that we can and can't do, things we can and can't see. But what we're going to do is what we always do and go in with an open mind, with an unbiased perspective, and I promise you...
Why is he walking through the woods when he's literally just told us he's going with the tour group? Why has he got to make it this way? He's like, he's trying to make it like he's sneaking in. Okay, dude.
Showing you exactly what it is I see. Now, I've got to get out of this fucking forest. This is the Chinese border going into North Korea, and it's a border that quite literally hasn't been used in over 5 years by a tourist. It'll be interesting to see what the Koreans check. My phone, my camera, my passport, my 47 copies of the DVD Team America World Police, and I'll try and document the entire process.
After crossing the bridge over the Tumen River, the body of water separating China and North Korea, our passports were checked, stamped, and then we were instructed to list every electronic device in our possession. That list had to match our items on the way out, not because they're worried about what we might take with us, but because they're concerned about what we might leave behind. You're not allowed to bring anything that could be considered politically sensitive, such as a book about North Korea or a USB containing external political content.
And just like that, we're in North Korea. Let's see what planned adventures there are for us over the next 5 days. Starting with a bus through the countryside. Let's see what we can see.
The very first thing that struck me was the sheer amount of farmland. With 80% of North Korea covered in mountains, every available piece of usable land is dedicated to farming, and I mean every single piece. This isn't just due to necessity, but also stems from the country's core ideology of self-reliance, which prioritizes producing as much of its own food as possible rather than depending on imports. We are also told that the country doesn't use any form of chemical fertilizer. The residents are asked to collect their own bodily waste, which is then taken to the fields and used as organic fertilizer.
Whoa!
Being a socialist communist country, there are no advertisements in North Korea. Instead, almost everywhere you look, you'll see this government propaganda designed to inspire the people. This one says, unwavering loyalty. We had 5 North Koreans with us, 3 guides, a driver, and a photographer. They were very friendly, always polite, and they did their absolute best to make sure that we felt at ease. But no matter how welcoming they seemed, there was no shaking this feeling that we were being watched. Always.
Because you are.
So walking into the nature reserve now, as much as I love, this is where this trip's going to be really tough for me, because as much as I love going around and seeing the things that they want you to see, the deer park, and we're going to visit a bank, which is going to be very interesting. What I'm interested in is what's going on beyond those mountains, and beyond those mountains, and in these villages. I've got a feeling there's not going to be a lot of human interaction on this trip, which makes me very sad. Give me a bag of your
Can you even
finest...
speak the language?
A bag of your finest carrots, please, sir. I'll take whatever you've got. I'll take some corn. Get some corn. Thanks, dude. There you go, dude. So they raise them. One of the reasons they raise them for meat is one of them, and also they cut off the antlers every year,
deer?
every couple of years.
Where are these?
And they use the antlers to make some kind of medicine. Go away.
Wow.
Oh, fucking hell, go on, mate. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you're scaring him off. You were scaring him off. Oh, fucking hell. I'm getting attacked by North Korean deers. Don't worry, I'm not from America. I'm not from fucking hell. I said the word America and they've all gone nuts. The fur changes colour.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah?
Very beautiful.
Oh, wow. The thing is, because we're feeding them,
Yep.
every time they see a white dude now, they're going to get hungry.
What? This dude's like the ultimate Redditor.
Come with
into
me
North Korea.
to visit a minimal...
Can North Korea handle it? Can North Korea handle British Redditor? We'll find out.
Mr. Moon, you said this is a factory. This is a factory. Where are the factory workers? The people working here?
What's the date today?
The day today is
Saturday?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah. What I've just noticed, this is a mineral water factory. The water runs straight from the mountain into this building, and there is kind of like a grotto. I'll get some more videos with my phone. Kind of like a grotto where there's just water pouring out and a cup where you can go and drink the water, and nothing else here, and no one else here. Let me show you what this thing looks like on a good camera.
This is a good camera. Bro, the quality got worse.
What did he say? Don't drink too much of it, because you could get sick. It's good.
I wonder how North Korean water
Pretty
tastes.
much every individual house I saw in this region looked exactly the same. Simple white walls with blue roofs. In North Korea, all property is owned by the state and the people don't get to choose where they live. Housing and living arrangements are largely influenced by a family's political, social, and economic background. However, many believe that this traditional system is becoming outdated, with financial wealth playing an increasingly dominant role over social status. One thing that really impressed me with these new rural housing developments, my guide told me the government is currently building 500 high-quality homes in every county per year. With
that Amazon truck?
145 counties across the country, that's a huge number of houses being put up.
Hi, how are you? Let's see what a North Korean hotel room looks like in 2025. What do we have? Coffee, tea, water. I think this is a heated bed scenario. That'd be nice. We've got a phone. Let's try and call someone.
A red phone.
Hello, I'd like to speak to literally anyone outside of North Korea. No, didn't think so.
This guy is fucking retarded, dude.
The windows.
This guy is a Redditor.
Sealed shut. We love that. We do love that. Good for fire emergencies. First impressions of North Korea.
Can you not just come at it with the knowledge of it's not your culture, dude. It's not your country. Whether or not you believe it's wrong or right is whatever, but it's just like, come on. Do you have to come at it and be like, I can't talk to anybody outside of North Korea? Like, come on, dude.
2 hours traveling on a
Act
bus
like you've been there.
on the border of China. I reckon I saw about 20 people in that time. Not a lot of people, no cars, maybe like 1 or 2 taxis in that whole journey. People on bicycles, the people that I did see were on bicycles. They're out on the farm. I didn't see any farming equipment. Didn't see any, considering the amount of farming equipment there is here, no tractors, no harvesting crap, you know? Where I am now, Rason, is an incredibly unique and a very, very unvisited part of North Korea, even before COVID. And it's very, very interesting. A lot of foreign investment. Think of it as a kind of experiment by the North Koreans to introduce some form of capitalism into the country. I'm going to learn about it. We're going to look around. We're here for 5 days, man. Forget about it. Chill out, man. Chill out. I'm going to bed.
Will do.
I'm going to bed. Ugh.
Chiefin.
This. Okay, I guess I'm buying a whole deck of ciggies then.
So those are 727s.
Yeah.
727 stands for 7/27/1953, the day of the end of the Korean War. The most expensive one and the most nationalistic one, and the one smoked by Chairman Kim.
Thank you, madam. So the cigarettes I bought back there in the souvenir shop, I used
I gotta
Chinese
say
money
though,
for. Now,
I gotta say, I do kind of like how and to obviously a lesser degree, I'm not saying that it needs to be to this degree, but I do kind of like it how it's like the people there, the society is kind of stamped by this leader. They smoke his cigarettes. They have his style. You know, I kind of do like that. In America, we used to have that kind of, in our American cities, we used to kind of have that to a degree, where you'd see, who was it? Like I went to Pittsburgh not too long ago, and it's like, who was it? Who's the steel magnate guy? I can't think of his name right now, but it's like they really they stamped their image on the city because they basically built it. In a similar sense, revolves around them, and it makes it kind of unique, where it's like this person poured their soul into the city and kind of made it what it was. I do kind of like that aspect. Otherwise, we kind of are seeing that like all cities now in like America are like the same. All the architecture is the same. The cultures are relatively the same. There's not much difference. There's not much diversity. I do like that a little bit. Not to this degree. This is a little much, but I do like how the different cities and who kind of created them and put their mark on them. I do like that, how it kind of it differentiated itself based on that.
You might be thinking, Mike, you're in North Korea. What are you doing using Chinese money? Rason, the district I'm in at the moment, is a special economic zone, which means that its economic policies differ from the rest of the country.
Andrew Carnegie, yeah, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Andrew Carnegie in Pittsburgh, right? He was a steel guy, and he really put his mark on Pittsburgh, right? Because Pittsburgh is the city of steel, and it is like a very different vibe because Andrew Carnegie kind of made it what it was. I do like that.
Country.
Gave it a nucleus.
Now let's speak to someone who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, because I don't. Justin, what makes Rason different, and why is it a special economic zone?
So a special economic zone, such as Rason, invites foreign investment.
Who's this guy?
So we have a lot of Russian and Chinese companies that are doing business here. It gives Northeast China easy access to the Rajin port. Also, Vladivostok, the port there, freezes over for about half the year, so it gives the Russians access to a port that isn't frozen in the region.
Yeah.
And it also gives the DPRK the opportunity to earn hard foreign currency, which they can then put into social programs that are used to prop up
the rest
of the country and the social programs on which the DPRK exists.
Very clean.
감사합니다. This is the Golden Triangle Bank in Rajin, and I've just gone and opened up my own North Korean bank account. I'm supposed to say cash card, but it's a North Korean bank account, and North Korean DPRK money.
Whoa!
Which you can not spend, really. This is primarily used by locals to pay their monthly electricity and water bills, which comes to a whopping 5 US cents per month. And this is about £1, and I've got about 13,000 DPRK money. Big TV screen out on the street playing a children's cartoon, and it looks like locals have gathered around to watch it. Let's go and take a look. Hello, sir. Ayong, ayong. How are you?
Where is everybody? I feel like it's so empty.
It was quite nice then, even having that very, very minute interaction with that man, shaking his hand and getting a smile from him. That is the absolute most interaction I've had an entire day with any member of the public.
I wonder if this is like certain people are selected to live in this city like this, and they allow tourists to come in and go on a little tour, right? And they're only the most civil and nicest North Koreans and best looking, right, can go and live in this city where the tourists come, and they clean it up all the time and they make sure it's all good to go. I wonder if that's the case where it's like fake. That would be totally fucked if that was the case, but I hope it's not. I hope all of it looks nice and clean like this, but who knows?
Any member of the public here in North Korea.
Like California when she came. Right, right,
Atmosphere
right.
here in North Korea.
Sweep all the bums
It's one
and
I
clean up
fully
all the
expected.
trash.
I mean, there's quite literally, other than the group that I'm with, no one here. It's strange. There's one lady there. Hi.
That looks fun.
Also finding
Kinda
it
scary.
incredibly strange to like not be able to just go and do my own thing. In the morning I won't be able to wake up and go for a walk. I won't be able to wake up and go and have food. You just always with, we've got 4 guides with us. 4 people watching us at all times.
Why don't you go for a walk with them?
For the past 5 years, there's been no travelling for you between here and Pyongyang?
Just individually.
Ah, okay. Is that because of COVID or anything?
COVID, yeah, very serious.
Was COVID here for the whole 5 years? How long did COVID situation last?
Sir, okay, later.
Okay, can I ask you later?
Yeah, later.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Okay. He said later, right?
No camera.
No camera.
As you can see, my guy wasn't comfortable talking about COVID on camera, but off camera he told me that the virus was sent over in a package attached to a balloon from South Korea. It spread fast, but thanks to Kim Jong-un's quick action, North Korea completely contained the outbreak in exactly 90 days. Honestly, that's not too hard to believe, considering how easily the country can lock things down and control its people.
There is a strong possibility that I was the drunkest man in North Korea yesterday. Apparently, the soju. So there's a very popular alcohol in Korea, South Korea, and North Korea, called soju, which is made from don't fucking know, and it's apparently the one that they have in North Korea because of the products are all domestically produced. For example, the cigarettes and the alcohol, they're domestically produced and they're organic. So apparently the alcohol doesn't really give you a hangover. What are we doing today? We're going to a bookshop, a North Korean
looks hungover,
bookshop. Government approved authors,
like
government approved themes about the party, basically. And then we're going to maybe buy some propaganda memorabilia, and then we're going to go see some schools, a secondary school.
Why is this guy filming us with his shirt off?
School,
what are you doing, bro?
Just like the secondary school, but the kids don't have parents. So that'll be fun for the orphans. Hey kids, today we have a surprise for you. A fat, hungover white dude is coming to look at you. So this is a foreign language bookshop, and I'd say 99% of the material here is about the leaders, about the party.
I wonder how they. Thank you. I wonder what they say about Donald Trump, because he did go and visit them right in 2017. He was like the first U.S. president to ever do that. I wonder if they're favorable of Donald Trump.
So these are anti-American.
That would be funny.
Propaganda postcards, knives. And these are American soldiers here. God.
I'm actually running a giveaway where I'll be personally writing and sending these postcards to 5 people. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and message me telling me one thing that you learned from this video. Warning, if you're from the US and you get one, it might come with a visit from the National Security Agency.
Big North Korean soldier, lots of American soldiers in a crash plane down here. Dude. This is a bottle of North Korean rattlesnake brandy, and it's supposedly a classic drink here at DPRK. I'm gonna get a bottle of it, and I'll update you on whether or not I can actually leave not just DPRK, but get out of China with this thing.
One of the guys picked up this book on Juche, North Korea's core ideology. In simple terms, it promotes total self-reliance, politically, economically, and militarily, rejecting any dependence on foreign powers. The irony is, I'm in Razon, a region actively experimenting with foreign trade and investment. It seems like we're living in a world where even North Korea can't survive without outside support.
Can you explain to me what these big circles on the floor are?
A mass dancing point.
Yeah.
Special occasions are the birthday of President Kim Il-sung and
Yeah.
the birthday of General Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
So we had a grand mass dancing here.
Okay.
Young people, so the students.
On the birthdays of the leaders, students will come
celebration
around and
here.
they'll do some kind of choreographed dancing.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And what does this say over here, this big sign?
Yeah. Long live the revolutionary idea of the great comrade Kim Jong-un.
Just all encompassing.
Korea is a socialist country. The first criterion for the calling socialist country, the first one is education completely free.
I think we need a little more of this in America. And there's a balance here. I'm not saying we need to be like this, but like I do think we need to be thankful for our country. I think we do need to be a little more nationalistic, a little more patriotic, and celebrate and not be so critical of our country all the time. I think you should be critical when they do bad things, obviously, but there's some people who just seep their minds in that and talk about how it's just terrible, right? America's terrible, the worst thing ever. But I think that, this is the opposite direction. This is everything, all encompassing. Kim Jong-un, North Korea, they're amazing, they're the best. And it's like, that's not quite right either. I think you need to be critical of your country when it's wrong or does bad things. But I think there also needs to be an understanding that people make mistakes, countries make mistakes, and we live here. This is our country. We love it. We should love it. We should will the good of our country. We should be wanting the best for our country, and we should respect its history and its culture and its values. I think there needs to be kind of a balance. It's kind of being more of a middle ground. I think we've fallen too far into we hate this country. And I think people, rightfully so, are trying to pull it back towards the center, more towards this, not quite this, but more towards something where we can actually, enjoy and be proud of our history, our accomplishments, our culture, our customs.
It's also very easy to hang the bag. Our marshal detailed instructions about how to make it better.
So Marshal Kim Jong-un had these ideas.
Yes, ideas
to make this and make this bigger.
Yeah.
And that was his ideas that he...
Yeah.
And the BB in chat says, I think that most Americans do have a balance. That's probably true. You're probably right. Most Americans probably do have a balance. I think the average person probably is just going about life just whatever, and they can acknowledge when things are wrong and take away the good things as well. We are more vocal about things we don't like. We have platforms where we can openly talk about our issues. Yeah, and that's good. But there's people who want to basically remove America as we know it, the thing that made America America. They want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, essentially. They want to say, because of XYZ, because of these past injustices that have happened, which every country has these, clearly. But see, on their end, they're totally ignoring and closing their eyes out to the bad things that they've done in North Korea and saying, North Korea's only good, Kim Jong-un's only good, there's nothing wrong here, and that's sick. But it's also sick on the other end to focus on those one or two, or more than one or two, but a handful of things that we've done wrong, and to say we are bad because of this and we need to get rid of the whole thing and throw the whole thing out and restart. That's also bad.
Interesting.
What about this? It's a thick forest. Yeah, okay. Now think about why the rainforests are in danger and what you have to do to protect them, okay? Yes. Discuss in groups and play some roles.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi. Oh, what are you doing?
And you see, we are picking up the flowers. Yes. Look at me, I'm that built right there. Yes, I see so too.
Oh my God, good heavens.
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, it's not right. Yes. No, this is get wrong and because you just get wrong.
Hello, my name is Michael. Can you say Michael? Perfect, perfect. I'm from, can anyone guess what country? England, fantastic, well done.
My name is Kim Kyung-ryung.
Well
Wow,
done.
and what's your name?
My name is Kim Jin-hyun.
Put your hands up if your favourite subject
Wow, look at those
is
cheeks.
English.
Wow.
You like English? Cool. What's your favourite thing about English?
My favorite thing is conversation.
Conversation, me too. I love conversation.
Me
You're this
too.
English teacher. Nice to meet you. Michael, nice to meet you. What do you like about the countryside?
Look at those chicks' cheeks.
That
doesn't even look real.
The countryside has been changing.
Yes. I don't know. No, how has it been changing?
Now, new houses were built and
Yes.
also gymnasium, park, and swimming pool, and
Yeah.
so on were also built. Do you like tourism?
This girl is
Do I
so funny
have a
looking.
daughter? I have no children, but I think I would like to have a daughter because girls are much nicer than boys. Do you think so?
Yes.
I think girls are more polite.
This is
Boys
wholesome.
are not polite.
Wholesome
What do you think?
North Korean
I think
students.
so, but it's very different on every person. So boys
I think that's another aspect of it too. This kind of just came to my mind. You know, we're talking about it being a balance. I think that there's a lot of people in America right now who are also feeling the effects of technology and the amount of bullshit and degeneracy we see. And I don't think they see any of this. No, I can almost for certain say they don't see any of this crap. I mean, how many times have we covered on this channel? Lily Phillips, Bonnie Blue, right? Oh, this is so free and open in the West. Oh, we're so free to do what we want. But it's like there's people who look at that and they go, okay, dude, you're sleeping with 1,000 guys in 12 hours. That's a little much. Let's reel it in. I think we need to have a little bit of more of a middle ground here. We need to reel that shit in. And I don't think that they have to deal with any of that crap. But they also don't, you know, they're dealing with people wanting to speak out at all. They're dealing with they probably don't have much art or artists in their country, right? Because that requires you to have kind of free speech and free expression. They don't have any of that stuff. And that's bad too. So we need to it needs to be kind of more focused, more balanced like we were talking about earlier.
polite than girls.
Okay, I agree.
I think you are.
Thank you so much. One day, would you like to visit any other countries? Yeah? What countries would you like to visit?
Of course, England because I'm learning English.
Yeah.
And then Chinese and so on.
Very cool. I've been to China. Very nice, very beautiful country.
How many times have you been to China?
I've been to China 3 times. Yeah. 1 year ago, I traveled across all of China with a truck driver. His name was Mr. Chen, and he was awesome.
How long did it take?
It took me about 5 days. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Look at this girl. Look at this girl.
5 days. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so
much. Somebody help her out. What the fuck's going on? She's like choking or something. Why does she look like this? She looks like the girl from, who's that girl from Willy Wonka with the blueberries? When she blew up. That's exactly what she looks like.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're about to see possibly the most cringy performance anyone has ever given on a volleyball court in the history of forever.
Look, they know what fist bumping is. I wonder what happens when they leave Korea. Do they freak out? Get overwhelmed? Do they leave Korea ever? I don't really know if they do. Aren't these people? Isn't that like the whole issue? Is that they really can't leave or go anywhere? Dude, he sucks. Dude, you're gonna get flamed by the Korean kids. There you go. Oh, hit the net. Disgrace.
What you're about to see is the very latest #1 chart-topping single released by the DPRK, performed by the Children's Academy of Rajin. It's called Friendly Father.
Whoa. I'm starting to feel it. Chat, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel the warmth of Kim Jong-un in my heart. Oh, jeez.
While we enjoy some little North Korean space aliens dancing, I thought I'd share my thoughts.
You're
on the
being brainwashed in real time. Yeah, I'm
song that comes out
literally.
of the DPRK is,
I'm
as
buying
expected,
into it.
a
Yes.
tune of worship
Father
towards
Kim.
the country's current or former leaders. The recurring theme
I pledge
throughout
my
the
allegiance
strip
to
was the
Father
utter
Kim.
devotion people had towards Kim Jong-un.
And the
While
DP
I'm fully aware that they
DPKR?
probably don't have much choice in the
DPRK? I
matter,
don't
since
even know.
openly speaking out against the leadership would lead
DK,
to arrest,
Democratic
the public image
Republic
of Kim Jong-un is more
People
than
of
that
Korea.
of a leader.
Is that what it is?
To them, he's a god.
I would be sacrificed for that, not knowing that. What is this background? What the fuck is that? Lovely performance.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
That was part
this
one.
Is so weird. That was a performance.
They're all thin. Yeah, they look pretty good, right? Compared to our fat ass population. Look at this fat ass. This fat ass Brit. Compared to this guy. This guy's thin. Look at this. Look at this jawline. Shing. Just chiseled. Bro is just he's mew-maxing. They're mewing over there in North Korea. Mike, where are the workers? Guide, what day is it? Saturday? Mike, Thursday. That was sus. Because if it's Thursday, where are the workers should be there, right? But no, the tour guide's coming through, so let's get them all in the back, and then they'll come in tomorrow when you're gone, and then we're gonna whip them. That could be it too. That could be the case. The whole episode felt like a Truman Show movie. Like everything around him is set up just for him. Yeah, that's honestly how it feels. Some of it looks good, but it looks good in the way that like an advertisement looks good, right? Like an ad you'd see on TV where everything is clean and bright and white and the lighting is beautiful and people look good. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how it looks, where everything is just, everybody's happy, everybody looks good, it's all clean, everybody's just quiet. And there's no suffering and nothing, and everything is just for you. It's like, okay, maybe. I may just be overthinking this, but the way your guide looks over his shoulder at 1604 is very telling when all you asked was a simple question.
Sir, okay, later.
Okay, can I ask you later?
Yeah, later.
Okay,
In the
great.
bar.
Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, jeez. And then when they get in the bar, he says, no filming. I'll tell you about COVID. Just you and me. We'll go out for what were they, 127, or what were they? 927s? We'll go out for a 927 and we'll talk about it. It looks like they haven't updated anything since the 80s. It's like the whole place is 80s nostalgia. No, that's Cuba, dude. If you've ever seen Cuba and the cars they have there, those cars look like they're straight out of the 70s. Are they thin because they eat healthy or because they are starving? We'll never know. We'll never know. There's a thin line between eating healthy and starving yourself and looking good. The price of looking good is living in North Korea. When he comes out with the second one, maybe we'll check that one out and we'll react to that one as well.